Hi my friends, this is Ian again with another tutorial video. You may think that you have seen this one before, but this is another generator, and what it's for is to create slideshows. Can you see those rotating in the background, showing different images? Now, capture pages and splash pages are some of the most important advertising pages in your arsenal for advertising whatever it is that you want to promote. Now, especially if you use traffic exchanges. With a traffic exchange, you can only put a small, fast-loading image in there because some of these traffic exchanges now are down to 4 seconds, 6 seconds, and in fact, the one that we have, the Buildabiz ad exchange, that is around about 4 seconds to 6 seconds. I can't quite remember what I set it at now. But so what I'm going to do is show you how to use this. Now it's very, very simple, and it's very similar to the other generators that we've got. Okay, so this can be used for splash pages and capture pages. Now, as I mentioned here, look here. The content for the splash or capture page cannot be altered in this. It will be altered in the final step. Okay, it cannot be altered in this. It will be in the final steps. Okay, and we'll show you how to do that later on. Excellent. Now then, all these images in the background, where do you get them from? And how do you add them to your background of your splash page or capture page? Well, all you need to do is to click on here. Okay, now these are the 6 images that we have got in here. You've got 1 or 2 alterations, by the way. You can show a little pattern over the top. So let me just show you that. And there we have this it's like almost as if it's been painted on something like canvas. Okay. If we go back and take that off, you can also have it so that the images are sort of zooming in. Okay, so we've done that, so let's click on there. So now can you see the images sort of like swelling, as I call it, zooming in? Okay, so there's the 2 effects that we've got at the minute. Right, so how do we change them? Where do we get them from? These images that we are going to be changing out. I'm going to just change one out, okay, to show you how to do it. And if you go here, click on the little question mark, it tells you how to do it. We'll be visiting Pixabay, and we will be adding our free image, and it's got to be an image that does not belong to anybody else. Okay, it's got to be free images that you are allowed to download and use. We cannot copy anybody else's. So if you belong to a program and you want to use one of their pictures, please ask them. Otherwise, we will get shot for copyright. Okay, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that because you will get a fine first, and then I will pay my fine off with the fine that I give you. Okay, it's horrible, but things are like that on the internet. So we're going to use Pixabay. So I'm going to click on there now. I'm going to come over here. Okay, and I'm going to put in there something like, I don't know, a beach scene. Okay, so, and then we click enter, and there we have it. We've got some gorgeous pictures here. Now I do like this sort of picture where the main focus or the main part of this photo is on the left or the right. I do like this one. Let's use this one, and I'll tell you for why in a second. Because we can build our splash page on this side. I'll show you how we do that right now. So click free download. That will do. even that one or that one. Okay, so the smaller it is, the less it uses. And so we've got that there. So I'm going to close this down now, and that will remain just there. And then I'm going to click on our hosting, and that is here. So what we do, scroll down. This shows you how to use the hosting, but what I'm going to do is drag that into there. Okay, and there's the image. Now ignore any of this. I don't even know why it's in there, but if you left click on there and then left click it again, there you will see the image in all its glory. So what I tend to do is to right click on it, copy the image address. Okay, and now we can close this down. And we can close that down, and we can come over here, and I'm just going to alter one. I'm just going to left click on there. I'm going to delete the contents that's in there and paste that in. So, and then click OK. So there it is. So what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to put, I'm going to leave it on Zoom slideshow. Okay, and I'm going to move this placeholder, as I call it, over to the right, because at the moment, if I close that down, look, it's in the center. So if we click on that, I'm going to go on the right hand side. So when that young lady is there, okay, this will be out of the way. And what I'm going to actually do, can you see that? Look, looks as though she's looking at it. What I'm actually going to do is to make mine 700 wide. Did you see that shrink up? Okay. The entrance animation. So this is the animation of the placeholder. Okay. So I'm going to put it on. I like a big entrance. You see that? Okay. Whatever you do, do not go and refresh this page while you're building. I must tell you that. Okay. So there's a bit of a shadow there underneath the box. Okay. I'm going to keep that on. Now the splash page, let's have a look. Let's put that up. I'm not sure why that's not moving at the second. Let's put that up to 3. Okay, so that's better. It's looking better. So the actual text and the border. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to make that border a little bit thicker. Can you see that now? Okay, so that's that. We can have a different colour border if we wish to, but I'm going to keep it a black because I like that. It makes it pop. Now, we can actually make this into a capture page or a splash page. Now, if you're happy with it like that, okay, and you've changed all your pictures out up here, okay, if you're happy and you don't want it to be a capture page, then you can simply generate the code and then go over to your the splash page builder or the capture page builder, and we can place this code in there. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually add a form code. So what I'm going to do is click on here, because I'm going to use the Buildabizonline form code. You can use any code that you want from Aweber or whatever it may be. Okay. Now I am in here. Let me just go and get a code that I want. So if I click on there and then click on that link, it'll take me to my autoresponder program that we own. I'm going to click on there and I'm just going to use a test. So let's just use this one. So I'm hovering over here, okay, this link, and you should see, let me just close that down a second. That's better. Yeah, can you see that on the bottom left? You can see my username in there, which is Buildabiz, and then you can see the ID of this particular campaign is 6451. So let me go back. It's 6451. 6451. So where are you? Come on, baby. Let's go back to this here. That's better. 6451. 6451. And my username is Buildabizonline. Buildabiz, sorry. Right, okay, so we're getting somewhere now. So we're going to create this is the two-step form that I'm using. I want my button colour to be something like that to match the site. Something like that. I click anywhere, so that's nice. I'd like the text colour to be actually black. So I'm going to go down there and then click anywhere, so that's black. And I'm going to put there again, instant access. Yeah. Okay. And there's a little, leave that in. Okay. I don't want it that width. I think I'm going to go down to about, is it 400? Now let's use this. That's something like that. I'd like a radius on this button. And I'll show you what this does in a second. So there's a nice radius. I'm going to put a border of 1 on it. Okay. Now then, let's get on to the next, because this is a two-step. So what it's doing is, instead of somebody filling in a form directly on that page, this is actually giving them 2 steps. So they click the button, which is fooling them to thinking they can get in access there, and then it will lead them to the form. So it says 50%. Now let's just alter the colour of that, similar to match our something like I think somewhere around there. That will do, something like that. Okay, so that's good. So that's similar to that one up there. Can you see that? £50, 50, and let's have a look. Your information is 100 and safe, 100% safe. I like to put with us. Okay, and then we're going to generate this form code, and we're going to click copy, and we're going to go back over to our here, and we're going to paste that code in here, and it will turn this then into something totally different. Okay, so you click outside of the box. So what we'll do now, we'll alter this, as it says, the content for your splash page can be altered in the final steps. Okay, you cannot alter it here. All you can do is add that, and also you can alter this, which I have done. That is okay. You can alter it to whatever you want. So I like to leave, can you see that's taking it out? I like to leave that in there. Then what we do then is generate the code. So don't forget, change all the pictures out before you do anything, because it's going to be next to impossible to do. You'll have to start all over again, and that will be a sad thing. Okay, so we generate the code, copy to clipboard, and then we go over to our splash page generator. Okay, because that's where it's going to go. Now what we need to do, I'm going to do test will do. Okay, save my splash page, click here to choose a template. So we're going to go here. Now when you're creating things like this, you need to create it, choose the template. It is called plain old white. It's just an H, it's just a plain, okay, just an HTML editor. Okay, so there we have it. Now then, what I'm going to do now, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and click edit it here. So this is where we add this code. So what we do is click on source, and we'll click paste. Let me just Control V, okay, and then click on there, and there it is in there. Now let me make this a little bit bigger to show you. Okay, so this is what we've got up to now. This is where you alter. This is where you alter it all. Okay, so this is where you alter all your content in here. And then when you're happy with it, you can click save there, or you can close that down and click update the settings, come all the way down to the bottom, and you can view your splash page. Okay, so you can click it here, and there it is. So let me just show you. There's that young lady, look. That to me, she's saying, at last, something decent. I don't know about you, but there you go. Click on there, and there's the 2-step. Okay, so that is how you use the new, and you can see it rotating in the background just nice. Okay, so that's how you use the brand new Slideshow generator, and it's purely for backgrounds. So thanks for listening, and bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video.